What's up, everybody? This is Nick Speed, founder of Ujima, checking in. Super excited to introduce you all to this conversation today. I think when we're talking about Project Salsa, entrepreneurship is going to be a huge component of that. And then when I think about Darren and I's relationship from consulting and helping me out on my journey to me being a part of the Sprout Change program, and then just your expertise, I thought it would be fitting to have you in on this conversation. So yeah, thanks so much for taking time out. Really appreciate you. So yeah, if you wouldn't mind sharing just a little bit about your career path and then some projects you're currently working on.
Yeah, for sure. No, thanks. I'm super excited about this conversation for one, and definitely all of the stuff that you guys are working on with Ujima, like it's so dope. It's super inspiring. So, but yeah, so mainly my career path has like been social entrepreneurship. So really focused on like identifying and solving problems that, hey, what's goody? Mainly it's been like identifying and like solving like problems using like design thinking. So a lot of my initial journey, I started when I was like 19 years old, working out of a nonprofit in St. Louis. Ended up working on my first kind of social enterprise there, which was like a temporary job placement agency. And I moved on from that and then raised some money and ended up starting a record label. And that was like wild. We raised a lot of money for that, and it was just and we toured for about a year and a half. So that was like interesting, just getting a different experience. And then I started working as like a consultant, basically on other people's projects and organizations, helping them to develop programming and self-sustaining programming that supported their like social entrepreneurship endeavors. And most recently co-founded organization with my wife called All Black Creatives. And we are focused on really just supporting and connecting Black creatives. So like we partner with some of the biggest companies in the world. And our goal is just to kind of really bridge the opportunity gap for people in our community. So we're doing everything from like education to like we're getting people jobs inside of some of these companies, getting them gigs, getting them partnerships. We got a campaign right now with Verizon going on and Huffington Post that's wrapping up this week. Worked with Instagram, Google, Facebook. I mean, just everybody, it feels like at this point. And so the main goal is just to continue to create opportunities and space for Black creatives to thrive very specifically. So outside of that, I still continue to do consulting. I work with one of the founders of Nature's Bakery. We started Sprout Change. Obviously, that's how we got reconnected again. And it's a fellowship program where we support young entrepreneurs. I helped start up the We Power Elevate LFR Accelerator as a consultant. And so that was a program supporting Black and Latinx entrepreneurs in St. Louis. And then I serve on the board of a few different organizations and companies. So it's been dope. I mean, like, I'm still pretty young in this. Like, I'm 30, and I'm learning every day. I got mentors. I got people pouring into me. But it's been an awesome journey so far. And just mainly, and like I said, in the social entrepreneurship space, it's been like, that's where I'm at.
That's amazing, homie. And so with that being said, just wanted to talk a little bit about the motivation behind Project Salsa, because in many ways, I wish it was a program like this when I was growing up in high school and in college, having a organization that was really invested in me and willing to compensate me for my time, and then also willing to teach me the skills, whether that's in culinary, whether that's in agriculture, and then most importantly, I think entrepreneurship, because I think that those skills can really help youth sustain themselves for a lifetime. And whether it's they want to start their own business or if they want to join the workforce, I think that those type of skills, most specifically project management, I think are really important. And so with that, would you mind just sharing a little bit about why you think it's important for us to teach Black youth about entrepreneurship?
Heck yeah. This baby is just so perfect right now. Hey, look at that smile though. My bad. I love that this is just someone like some family. Like we a family for real. So we can just keep it on it. Like, look at that baby. My bad. She was just smiling like 2 seconds ago. Now she like, stop talking, bro. All right. So anyway, yeah, man. So bro, like when you told me about this program, like my mind was blown. Like I started, I remember when I was a kid, my my dad and mom, like they weren't together. And then my mom was like in this like whole journey, like how am I going to raise my son to be like a black man in America, you know, like basically. And she used to buy all these like black entrepreneurship magazines. And then she had me like have like a whole mantra. So I was just like looking at them growing up, like all my life, pretty much as a kid, just looking at these like black entrepreneurs and was just like seeing myself. So I think like first and foremost, like the coolest thing about the program is that the kids get to look up and see a black entrepreneur. They get to see you. They get to see the chef. They get to see like people who are working on this project that are also other black entrepreneurs, so they can actually see themselves. So I think that that's super dope. And entrepreneurship in general, like it teaches you like everything about, I feel like, about how the world works outside of like, I mean, even like I've even learned so much like how to better love my family and like and things like that by like having to create a culture at work. Like you have to create a culture. Like these kids are going to be a part of like putting together a culture, creating an environment, not just like the math and the science and everything else that's amazing that they're going to get through it. Like it's literally science, technology, engineering, art, math, like STEAM. They're going to get all that from it, 100%. But they're also going to be able to be a part of like seeing what it's like to build and shift culture. And I think that that's going to have probably one of the most lasting impacts on their life. Is that their voice is going to be heard. It's going to be valued. They're going to see things change. They're going to be able to have an idea and bring things to life. And so I think it's just like something invaluable in that. And then just in the practical side of like project management, for instance, like they're going to develop such like leadership skills and responsibility in a way that like they're going to get the ability to see life outside of themselves. So already just being a kid, it's like naturally like you just see yourself like, you know, as like a individual. It's really hard to kind of see yourself as a part of something bigger than yourself if you're not on a sports team. And a lot of kids aren't going to join sports, you know what I mean? Like a lot of kids aren't going to be interested in art. A lot of kids aren't going to be interested in those things. And I think that it's just beautiful to create like this space where they can like still be a part of a team. They can still have leadership opportunities. They can still find kind of their space. And for me, that was what entrepreneurship was for me. It's like, I sucked at sports, bro. Like, I ain't that good at music. I started a record label, wasn't even that good at music. Like, you know, it's just like, it's just been really, really like a beautiful and an inspiring experience for me. So I think like for these kids, man, like being able to just even create, like they're going to be planting food. They're going to be packaging it, like, or cooking it. They're going to be packaging it. They're going to sell it. And then one day they're going to see people maybe sharing posts of the salsa on their kitchen table. And they'll be like, dang, like I put food in somebody's stomach. And I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful way to like, especially our kids and the kids who you're specifically focusing on, like these amazingly brilliant kids who are going to be able to see and share and contribute back into society and be able to see like the tangible impact of their actual work. I think that I think that's just invaluable. I ain't worked with kids in a minute, so like, you know, my language got to clear up a little bit.
It's all good, but no, I definitely agree. And just going on this entrepreneur journey, picking up those skills, like, you know, being able to weather the storm, no matter what life throws at you, and just thinking about how much we had to adjust as an organization because of this pandemic that nobody expected. And so I think, those type of things, or those lessons, I think that are things that you can carry with you for a lifetime.
Yeah, no, bro, I think it's just going to be invaluable. And the fact that they're doing it as a part of a team, I think is very unique. And like, you know, you're kind of making a sport out of entrepreneurship. And that's like one of the things I like about it, like what you're doing. Like, you know, they're focused on a project, a collective project. They're all going to have like work together on a team. There's going to be messiness in it, not just with the salsa, you know what I'm saying? So like people are going to be getting into it a little bit, and it's good. Like it is like, those are going to be those like soft skills along with those hard skills. Like just applying math in business is such a beautiful way to learn math. Like they're going to be learning science. I mean, you literally have to take a science test to even be able to get certified for this, like to be able to put the acidic food certification, so they could even like put together these sauces. So like, not to say that they're all going to take that, but they're going to learn about it, and they're going to see like, oh dang, this is how science impacts like my food. Like it's going to be like the magic school bus. So that's dope, bro. Like I think it's dope. I just love it, man. Like I love this whole concept. I love the work that you're doing, and the fact that it's going to give our kids something to do outside of like, you know, just sitting around at home, like, and our kids something to do, like other than all the alternatives that they could be doing. Like it's just going to give them something really, really beautiful to learn through play, like that they're going to build like this whole like mindset that's just gonna be way different. Like it's gonna challenge them. It's gonna challenge you. I can't wait to see what happens to you after this. It's just like who's Nick gonna be after this? Like so
Yeah, I really appreciate that. And yeah, I, you know, ultimately want to develop these communities because, you know, we hear the word food desert tossed around a lot, but in reality, it's more of a food apartheid. You know, these communities are set up these ways intentionally. And so we really have to work towards creating and building systems that will ultimately replace and dismantle the ones that have been oppressing us. And so with this, I think it's so much bigger than us making salsa. We really wanted to tie back into the mission of cultivating community through food justice, taking care of the planet, and youth empowerment. And so yeah, we're really hoping to really invest in these communities here in St. Louis and really create opportunities for these students to sustain their lifestyles and sustain themselves and their families.
yeah. Nah, bro, I think it's like, I'm like super excited to even be able to be a part of it for real and be able to contribute, to be able to see it. I'm gonna be the biggest fan. I'm gonna be buying salsa, bro. Like I'm living in Mexico right now, and I'm gonna be buying the salsa from St. Louis, bro. That mug is like so backwards. Like, no, I think like one of the most also like, I'm glad you brought it up too. I think one of the most incredible things is this climate justice piece, and just being able to like give our kids like a space where they can and give our kids like a space where they can see themselves in like solving literally one of our globe's biggest problems in the world right now, and that they can do it just in their backyard. Literally, they'll be working on solving one of the world's biggest problems in their backyard, and like and be able to eat after. So I just like, and I also love how like food is tied into this, because it's so natural to our community. It's like such a beautiful thing, like how we share meals. Like there's like nothing more powerful than sharing a meal with somebody. And I just think like it's so beautiful that these kids are going to be able to see themselves like a part of that, and like I said, see their outcome like in so many different ways. So anyway, yeah, bro, like I'm a fanboy completely, obviously. Like, I'm in this. Look like she a fan. Man, yeah, bro. So thanks so much for letting me be a part of it too, for real.
Hey, all right. I think my assistant is ready to move on.
All right, peace out.
But no, I appreciate you. Yeah. We can wrap it up. But yeah, I appreciate you for taking time out. This was amazing. And yeah, we're gonna keep it pushing for sure.
For sure. Let's do another one. All right, bro.
All right. Take care, homie.